Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. It is that time. It is time for Monday Morning Manna. I'm so glad that you are here this morning. This is the day the Lord has made, and we're going to rejoice and be glad in it, right? Hey, let somebody know it's here, it's here, it's here. It is time to start a brand new week, and I want to give you just a little bit of encouragement to help you along the way. I see you popping in the room. Why don't you say something so I know that you're there? And we can all greet each other this morning with grace and peace, because it's a wonderful day that the Lord has made. You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a great week. And this is going to help catapult you into that place of a great start. So I hope that you are ready this morning. And I don't like to take away a lot of your time, so I want to go ahead and give it to you. Got about 10 more seconds to get your mama, get your cousin, get everybody on, and let them know it is some encouragement here for us on today. I'm excited because even the weather's supposed to be good this week, as it really acts like springtime, and we are in April. So expect some rain, expect some showers, but it's necessary. That's a word all in itself, because in order for the flowers to bloom and us to have the beautiful colors of the season of spring, we have to have some rain to bring it in. The rain can bring out the best in your life if you let it. So, hey, check this out. It's time for the word for the week. The word for this week is reorganize. You see that? Reorganize. I know it might not be as groundbreaking and trembling of every situation that you have, but I promise if you reorganize, it will bless you. On today, you know how I am. I got to have some scripture to go with it. And it is 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. If you've been around church for a minute, you already know that. Maybe you're not a church person. This can still apply to you. And God sends his word to let us know that all things be done decently and in order. I would not dare take the Bible out of context. So let's frame it in a couple of seconds so we know exactly what we're talking about. The Apostle Paul speaking to the Corinthian church about the spiritual gifts, specifically the gift of tongues. He's saying when you speak in tongues, or tongues, the gift of tongues is revealed in your services, let it be done decently and in order. So that's it in its true context. If you will give me a little bit of latitude, when we take what the Apostle Paul said right here and put it in our lives, it gives us also an indication of reorganization. How do we get that indication of reorganization? Well, first of all, we get the reorganization out of that scripture, because he's talking about order. Let things be done decently and in order. And if your life is anything like mine, sometimes things will get chaotic and they will get out of order, and you have to do what you can to put them back in order with reorganization. And so when we look at that and consider what we need to do this week for our lives to make it productive, to make it effective, think about how, as things grow, your life goes on, it changes, it gets difficult sometimes to maintain the right organization, keep things in a specific order. But we have to reorganize if we're going to be functional and effective in this present time and our future. I need you to make up your mind that you're willing and ready to reorganize for your future and for your now. Some of us are living chaotic lives because of the failure to reorganize things right now. And I want to let you know this morning, this week, it's time to set life up around your purpose, rather than trying to make your purpose fit into the life you want to live. I'll say that again, because somebody needs to hear that. It's time to set your life up around your purpose and stop trying to make your purpose fit in with the life that you want to live. If you build your life, you order your life, you organize your life around your purpose, around your existence, around what you're supposed to be doing, everything else has a tendency to fall in place. You think about the things in the relationships that mean the most to you. You think about that, and you think about those, and you organize your life and order your life around those things. Okay. Build everything else around your purpose and around what's really important to you. Are you hearing me this morning? See, here's the thing. reorganization is not just about our priorities. Can I say that? Because a lot of times I think, yeah, you got to get your priorities straight. Well, you actually have to go beyond priority. So it's important to get your priorities straight, but it also involves getting the things around you in a functional order. Our needs change with time and circumstance. Did you hear what I said? Our needs change with time and circumstance. And we have to change and adapt, if you will, leaders, adapt to those changes. And that means sometimes things have to be reorganized. They have to be put in a different order. And it's important for us to all understand this. So, because things change with time and circumstance, I want to tell you something. I want you to stop fighting to keep what was when new is needed and necessary. Stop fighting to keep an old organization regime when new is needed and necessary. Sometimes new is required for the season and the predicament that you find yourself in. New is necessary. Can somebody put that up there so I'll know that y'all are following me this morning? My time is almost up. And I want to let you know it's a good time to reorganize. It's a good time to reorganize your thinking, a good time to reorganize your priorities, your relationships, our spaces that we're in. And in doing all of this, we can align with God's purpose and plans for us. That's Jeremiah 29:11. God has plans for us and has an expected end. But I want us to concentrate on the scripture that I have already given you on this morning, which let all things be done decently and in order. I promise you, if you order your life right, your life will yield the fruits that you need for now and for next. And this is the thing. I found that as Christians, we usually have all that we need in our lives. I know I don't have enough money. I don't have this person. I don't have this. I don't have that. I found that we have what we need in our lives. It just sometimes doesn't seem like it because some things are not organized in the appropriate way. You'll be surprised on what you can do with the proper organization and the proper order in your life. So what do you need to do? First of all, as I mentioned, you need to get your thinking in order. You need to reorganize your thinking. In other words, start with your mind, that self-reflection. Just begin to think and even ask God, what are the areas in my life that are cluttered, that need to be reorganized, that I need to shift some things around. It's not that it's not there. It's oftentimes that they're just out of order. For those coffee drinkers that need some sugar, you probably keep your sugar in a certain place. If you move your coffee maker, guess what? You need to reorganize where you keep your sugar. Okay? Because it makes no sense to have to travel to get the sugar when you know you're going to need it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Reorganize your life to make it make sense, to make it be efficient and effective. Start with your mind, set some clear goals, and be accountable. Not just bringing in an accountability part, to be accountable to yourself. Make yourself a checklist of things that you're going to reorganize today. Revisit that checklist by the end of the day. Revisit it the next morning and see where you missed it, see what you made, and begin to hold yourself accountable. And then finally, accept God's grace in the process. Because when we reorganize, at least when I reorganize things in my life, I find myself reorganizing and then finding out that doesn't work. So I reorganize again. But it's okay because all things should be done decently and in order. And we can't do that without a good reorganization in our lives. This has been your Monday Morning Manna. I pray that this has been a blessing to you and that you, ma'am, and you, sir, will go out and have yourself a wonderful week. God bless you.